This is Liberation Day in D.C., and we're going to take our capital back. We're taking it back.
President Trump made a rare appearance to the press briefing room at the White House, where he said he planned to deploy the National Guard in Washington, D.C., and he also wanted to take control of the city's police. Since he went out on the campaign trail running for president, he has complained about the conditions in Washington, D.C., in particular the crime rates.
You want to have safety in the streets. You want to be able to leave your apartment or your house where you live and feel safe and go into a store to buy a newspaper or buy something. And you don't have that now.
Data has shown a decline in crimes like homicides and carjackings in Washington, D.C., but it is true that the city has continued to struggle at times with the crime rate.
While this action today is unsettling and unprecedented, I can't say that given some of the rhetoric of the past, that we're totally surprised.
The president's invoking part of the Home Rule Act, which says that the president can federalize the police in special circumstances. The president had to inform Congress of his decision, and a White House official said that this is only going to last for around 30 days. President Trump said that he tapped Attorney General Pam Bondi to oversee the city's police department, and he also called on the current administrator of the DEA to serve as interim federal commissioner of the DC police force. It's not the first time that the president has called upon National Guard troops. Earlier this year, we saw him call National Guard troops out to California to respond to protests over deportations in Los Angeles. And in 2020, President Trump deployed the National Guard to Washington, D.C. when there were widespread protests over the George Floyd killing. It's unclear what comes next, how long the National Guard troops will be deployed, or even how Congress plans to respond, but this is just the latest example of how President Trump has used the military to enact his objectives over everything ranging from immigration enforcement to a crackdown on crime.